Hi. Just before the audio starts, I wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon for only $5 a month, supporting me. You can watch exclusive audios, which there is a brand new one today. It's about your vampire boyfriend being squeamish about blood. It's funny. It's cute. It's very entertaining. Also, you get access to Thursday polls, where you help me decide what Friday's audio should be, and this one won the poll, so it's up. Also, there's a Discord with a bunch of lovely people. They're fantastic. So if any of that interests you, there's a link in the description. You can go and check out my Patreon. But if not, that is 100% okie dokie. Now, without further ado, enjoy the audio.
Not the only one. Did you kill it? Where were you, Charles?
Oh?
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him. Got lost in the storm.
Ooh, spooky Len, I don't trust him. Oh, maybe?
Fire's got the temperature up all over the camp. Won't last long, though. Neither will we. How will we make it? Maybe we should. If you're worried about me. If we've got any surprises for each other. I don't think we're in much shape to do anything about it.
You got a point.
Well, what do we do? Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if they got it. Maybe I forgot his name already. The guy who was talking to, maybe he was the titular thing. Hard to say. I don't know. Well, that's the movie. Did you like it? Yeah, I always love that movie. Yes, I was playing it along to try and keep up the tension with you. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so I did kind of forget the specifics of the ending. Still, I've always loved that movie. Oh, yes, it's very gory. I will say, I've always had a fairly strong stomach, so gore never really bothers me too much. I don't know why. I've just been like, whatever. Like, I'll watch that one scene from Game of Thrones with that guy, you know, and I was just like, oh, dang, I didn't think he'd be able to do that. Like, I didn't really bat an eye at it. Or, like, all the other, like, I don't know. Perhaps modern media has desensitized me to violence. Or just have a strong stomach. I don't know. I mean, the thing that impresses me the most is, like, all that stuff that I guess just call it the thing, was doing. That crap was practical. That's insane. That was practical. How did they do that? It looks so good. Like, sometimes you can tell it's a puppet, sure. But, like, most of the time it's like, dang, what kind of What kind of thing did they had? Did they get Jim Henson on this? Like what? They might have, honestly. Yeah, I'm curious. Did Jim Henson actually help with this movie? He may have, because there's a lot of good puppet work. It'd be so funny if he did. Okay, hang on. Ooh. Did Jim Henson make Sesame Street? No. Help with it. Not it. What am I talking about? The thing. Thing? Thing. There we go. Thing that Jim Henson fixed the E.T. puppet. Oh. Well, he did the E.T. puppet. No, I can't find anything. I guess I just got a really good puppet guy. I guess, he's not the... Jim Henson ain't the only person that's very versatile in puppets. So, I don't know. They probably got someone else. Still, though, I liked it. A little spooky, That was the, the birthplace of the idea for Among Us, though. Yeah, that's like the original concept. Among Us is basically The Thing, just a video game. And with silly little guys. Yeah, it basically is. It was a little spooky, but wasn't that bad. Although, even after a movie that was more of a thriller than a spook, I still believe that I require cuddles, baby. Oh, it's a need. It is a must. Baby. You're so cute. What? I'm stating a fact. What else am I supposed to say? I'm just gazing into that beautiful face as we're as close as humans can be. Kind of just felt right, Did you like the movie? Good. A little bit better than Watchers. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was expecting more out of that movie. I mean, it was made by Shyamalan's daughter, sure, and clearly his genes are strong because she did inherit a few of his traits. But, I mean, it was her first movie, so, I mean, the shot choreography, that wasn't bad. Shot composition was pretty good, The sets were fairly well designed. Just wasn't a good movie. Oh man, when she tried to appeal to the monster's humanity, I was kind of like, what? No, what? I was so taken aback. I think it was cool. It was taking place and like capitalizing on Irish folklore or Scottish. God, I'm awful. I can't remember if it was Irish or Scottish. There is a difference. I know there is. I can't remember. Oh well. But yeah, I think it was Scottish. No, Irish. Didn't know what case there, did I? Whatever. Feel so safe. Yeah. Do you feel safe? Good. Yeah, don't you worry, baby. I'm not gonna let any shape-shifting monster take control of you, or you take control of me. Unless one of us already is the titular thing. Oh no, what we're gonna do? Yeah. I've never been the hugest guy of scary movies. I've always been like, ooh, you want to get scared, but like, I mean, I've never watched that many scary movies, sure, but like, I've never seen one that's like straight up scared me. I'm more just like, ooh, interested. Where is this going? For a while, I had this stigma against scary movies, and I still kind of do, because you know me, I'm a story guy. I love story. I want to make stories later in life. But I just feel like for um for scary movies, it's less of a vehicle of storytelling and more just like they'd want to scare you. So I feel like the storytelling aspects kind of get sacrificed sometimes, and I don't like that. You know, I want to see the story you're trying to tell. Yeah, that's why I think the best medium for horror is definitely video games because you can make some really, really spooky crap. Oh, definitely. I mean, Subnautica's living proof of that. Like, I mean, yeah, it ain't exactly a horror game. A lot of people like it's not a horror game, and like I agree, it's not what it's supposed to be. But like, that doesn't make it not scary. It's very scary, or it's more terrifying because it instills terror. Yeah, it's like the reason Subnautica works so well is because it's a video game. You're able to get engrossed in the world, the music, the atmosphere, everything. It's like, there's safe areas, and like at first, like especially for your first playthrough, if you don't know about the Leviathans, if you just kind of swim around, and then like all of a sudden you come across one of the Leviathans, like the Reaper, like there's so many good examples of that. Like, especially Seth Orvin's playthrough of Subnautica, because he played the final version and he was completely spoiler free, which was so lucky. I don't know how he didn't get any spoilers. He didn't even know about the Reapers or any Leviathans, which is crazy. But like, I think his first reaction really clarifies, like, what like that game does to you. Like, the second he saw, like, he's just saw the shadow of the Reaper, and he was just like, what, just instantly, just like fight or flight, literally just instant fight or flight. And like, that's what the game does, man. It's like, you're in a world of unknowns, and it really capitalizes on that fear of the unknown. And then, like, even finding the Reapers, it instills that fear even further, because you're just like, what can they do? They're so big. They're the biggest thing I've ever seen in this game so far. What could they do to me? What, like, I don't ever want, like, are they other places? And they are, because you could easily just run into one easily. It's just like, oh no. And then, like, the ghost leviathans are a whole different story, because like you'll just run into one probably trying to enter the blood cup zone, or no, the lost river. It's just like, oh, what is that? There's a new thing. What is that? Yeah, man, that. But the thing is, like, a story doesn't suffer there, because like Subnautica still has such a beautiful story. It's small, it's subtle, but it works so well. I love that game. I know we're a ways away from it, but I'm so excited for Subnautica 2. That game's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm gonna play the hell out of that game. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Ah, I wanna play it now. Like, no joke, no joke. That little piece of in-game picture they took is literally my phone wallpaper. Because I'm so excited about it. It looks so cool. Oh, it's gonna look so good in Unreal Engine 5. Oh god, that's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna look so pretty, man. I heard a lot of people complain about this snapshot though. That they're like, I don't want this world to, because Subnautica 2. It's called that because they see Below Zero as more of a spin-off, which makes sense because it is a bit of a smaller game. And B, it takes place on a different world. Well, it's called Subnautica 2 because it's the real continuation of the game, but it takes place on a completely different alien world, which I respect. Because like they totally could just like take place on another different area in 4546B, where there's even bigger creatures or whatever. Like they could do that, but they don't, and I respect that. But because like that's gonna be so much more modeling, so much more character design. Because like this entire world's probably gonna have some different biology and all that. But people were saying like this place looks too similar to the Safe Shallows from Subnautica. I'm like, dude, some things are gonna look similar. Okay, they're gonna take similar design philosophies in a lot of this. Okay, it's not gonna be completely different. I'm okay if it looks a little the same. I don't mind too much. Like, there's probably gonna be like some variant of like something to take the place of the bladderfish and the peeper. It's probably gonna be something to take place of the reaper leviathan. Like all that. There's gonna be parallels, obviously, and like again, it's an ocean, so it's gonna have a sandy bottom and some coral and all that. Like, it's just kind of like it's kind of how oceans work. But they're obviously gonna get pretty. Like I saw some concept art of a new biome that they had showed off. Well, it was like, ooh, that looks interesting. That looks very interesting. Let's see if I can find. I think it's on the subreddit. They asked questions about Subnautica for all of the on the subreddit. They were like, "We'll answer your Subnautica questions," and I posted one. I can't remember what my question was, but we'll see if we can find it. Let's see, Subnautica. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that looks moody. I like that a lot. It does kind of look like that one area in Below Zero, where it's just like the overhang of the glacier, and you can just like kind of pick that fruit. But like, it's a lot moodier, and it's got a lot more grass. It's less barren. I like it a lot. It's very interesting. Ooh, it looks like there's a cave system that. If the cave, I really hope they expand on like the whole cave idea, because like there were caves in Subnautica, but they either like just kind of didn't go that deep. They were the mushroom biome, or they led to the Lost River. I want a bit more variety in Subnautica. I feel like that would really expand. Can I save this picture? I want to save this picture. Yes, there we go. I might make that my new background. I don't know. It's very pretty. Let's see if I can find my comment or my reply. I guess I don't know what you'd call it for the Reddit. Yeah, isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty image. Really is. I cannot find my comment. Maybe it's on my profile. Hang on. Cancel. Look here. Profile. No. Oh, there it is. Comments. Okay, here we go. Here it is. It only got one upvote, so I don't know if it'll. There's a question about the story. Me and the story. Because everyone else was asking questions about, like, how deep are there bigger leviathans? All that stuff, Excuse me, babe. This is my exact comment here. Will the story be integrated more like the first game, where it was very subtle and the player slowly built an understanding of what happened to the architects and the Kara, with little hints sprinkled out the various areas, or more like Below Zero, with direct influence and places to go for story beats, or a newer approach? I was just really curious because, I just wanted to sort of get a gauge of how they were handling this story. They said probably similar to the original game, less directly involved, more just like leaving the player to sort of discover things via their own curiosities, which I love. That is, in my opinion, the best way to do a Subnautica game. I also really hope we go back to a silent protagonist. That I think that just really suits the game. It really complements the game, and it just works. The silent protagonist really just works. I'm sorry, I ranted a little bit there. I know you love it, but I love you. I love how you'll just let me go on nerdy rants like that. It feels very special, because I know a lot of people would be like, bro, shut up. Because I know I'm boring to some people, but I know you find special interest in the things I talk about, and it feels lovely. It feels so nice to be heard, to be understood, to be like, oh yeah, I like what you're talking about too. Or even if you don't understand, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting, you know? Another fantastic video game horror game that I played was Inscryption. That is such an interesting horror game. It's not that scary. It's more like atmospheric, which I like, but it's got like an unsettling story. It's like, whoa, what's going on? Whoa, what does this mean? Yo, what? What is this? What does this mean? Like, if you play it long enough, you get a little desensitized to these things because it's just a really fun deck building game. I love that game so much. Oh, Inscription's like definitely one of my favorite horror, probably my favorite horror game, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's so well done. And it's actually just fun, and I love that. It's just a fun game, which is so cool. You don't see that very often. It's just fun. Yeah. I love you. I know I said it already, but it's hard not to because I just love you. I love you. I know, even though we were both kind of not too scared of the movie, these cuddles are quite nice. I mean, any cuddle with you, any cuddles is a beautiful experience. I love you. Ooh, you're so cute. Ooh, you're so cute. Oh, you're adorable. I love you. Now, are you tired right now? Or would you like to play Castle Crashers in a bit? Yeah. I mean, I did progress a little bit in insane mode, which I'm proud of. I'm very proud of that. I beat I went from like being stuck at the groom to beating the Cyclops, and now I'm on Lava World, which is crazy for me. I even beat the Industrial Castle, which I'm very proud of because it's very hard, but I did it. I did it, and I unlocked the Necromancer to play as him, which I'm definitely going to do because he's super cool. But yeah. Yeah, I love that game. I love playing it. It's very fun. It's a game from my childhood. It's very fun, but like it still holds up. It's just fun. It's a very fun game. Yeah, I want to try and beat it on insane mode. I really want to try. It's very hard. Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy. Oh Lord, it is not. Alright. You really want to play it? Okay, I'll put it up. You're so cute. I'm so attracted to you. Alright. Alright. I'll boot it up.